Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Thanks for joining me today. So today I'll be showing you in real time how to draw the bridge of the nose of this beautiful lion. But before we start, I wanted to officially announce that my brand new membership site has now launched. It's been online for a few weeks. More than 200 members have already joined, so I'm super happy about that. So this means that I have now moved off Patreon to my own membership site on my website leontinevanvliet.com. So you can find all information about the membership there. But it basically means that you can now find all Patreon tutorials from the past 4 years over there. And from now on, I will only be uploading all new tutorials there on the new membership. So if you're interested, definitely have a look at the link below at my website. You can also find this beautiful lion there. And then I hope I will see you soon in the Drawing Club membership, and I hope you'll enjoy watching this lion. So the lion is called Simba, and he's a rescued African lion. He's living here in the Netherlands. And the beautiful reference photo was taken by Megan Stam, aka Captain Pirate Wolf, over on Instagram and Facebook. So definitely give her a follow. She does amazing photographs, and she's given us permission, or me and the students, to use this photo. And as always, I have used Stabilo Carbothello pastel pencils on 12 by 16 pastel mat. So let's get started now. I hope you'll enjoy. Alright, let's do a base layer on the bridge of the nose, starting with that 680 color. And now I have to watch the fur direction, because here in between the eyes, the fur goes towards the center and then up to the forehead. But as you go down towards the nose, the fur is actually curving down. So follow that same direction, so downwards strokes. The fur is getting more gray towards the nose, so I'm not taking this color all the way down. I think to about here is good enough. And I'm not putting down much either, because it's so vibrant. Going towards the center, and then it's curving down. Lots of different little details in the nose. Some scratches as well in the center, so I want to put those in as well. Make him nice and rough looking. Alright, so that's enough. You can see that's very vibrant. Actually, I want to pick the 610, or no, let's do the 635. Work a little bit more on mapping out the different shapes that I see in the nose, the different shadows. Okay, just a little bit of mapping. Okay, let's add a little bit of yellow on top, 615, not too much. Bit of glazing. Still need to be careful that my base tone is not too vibrant. Okay, so when we get towards the nose, I want to switch to 706 for the base, but we will need many different colors to get this to look right. So light layer of this, as I don't want that vibrant orange tone as a base color. And then take that warm gray into the orange as well. Sometimes it's also a matter of experimenting with different colors on top of each other. Alright, and now we are going to add all the colors we see as base tones and then save the lightest hairs for last. We see a dark strip around the nose, so I'm going to do that with 708. Going upwards again, so around the nose, little strokes upwards. And let's see if we can add this color anywhere else. Maybe a little bit here on the sides. So the sides of the nose are a little darker. And the bridge of the nose is the area that pops forward the most, so that needs to be lightest. Side of the muzzle here, which is a little bit grayish looking. The gray also tones down the orange. I'm doing a little bit of the gray on top of the orange in the shadow areas. And then I also see a little bit of pink if I look very closely. This color, the 642, I see a little bit of that on the bridge of the nose, and I'm going to glaze it. So hold the pencil flat and add it with almost no pressure. Let's do it on the whole bridge of the nose. I really like this color. It also neutralizes the orange again. And maybe a tad of the slightly darker color, the 640, on the sides. Okay, so at this stage it still looks a little bit weird. I'm going to switch to the 610. Add some brown in the shadow areas. So we still need to make sure that the base layer is dark enough so that we can add the lightest hairs on top. Especially the center part where the two flows of fur from both sides are coming together. Here it can be a little darker. And then I'm going to look a little bit more at the different shadows that I see. Alright, so that looks a little bit better already. Now I'm going to blend this in. Just lightly, not too much pressure. Following the direction of the fur. But we're still not there yet. I want to add a little bit more darkness still. So I want to work on this area just above the nose a little bit more. I'm going to add some 770 on top of the dark gray that I already added. Make it a little bit darker and a bit more colorful. And I see a scratch right here, very lightly. I'm also going to put in a few little scratches actually. Another one right here. I'm not putting in a straight line, but I'm wiggling my pencil a little bit, make it look natural. Okay, so I want to add a little glaze of blue just on this area, not too much. Just like I've done with the eye, where I also put a little bit of blue. Doing a little bit of glazing with 6 or 435. Just a bit of glazing of blue. Maybe I even want a brighter blue. Actually, let's switch to 450. Just a tad, not too much. Okay, so that's enough. So now we're getting there, but before we start with the lighter hairs, I want to go back in with the darkest brown, 635. And let's put in some of those darker shadows in between the hairs. So make sure your pencil is sharp. Look at the direction of the hairs. And just like with the fur on the rest of the face, I'm going to add these tiny little hairs in the right direction, leaving open some space in between, which will indicate the dark hairs or skin in between the lighter hairs. Look at the direction of the fur on the sides of the nose as well. This is also a little bit tricky. So the fur comes from the side and then goes up towards the center, and then it curves down like this. So it's kind of tricky. Towards the nose, the fur is getting super short. So I add some very short little dots even. But we're almost ready to get started with the light hairs. It's almost always my favorite part. Talking is really hard. Okay, so I'm actually going to do my light hairs with another color. I think I'm going to use this one. Maybe it's too pink, I'm not sure. No, wait, I think I'm going to do 700 again. Because our base layers are pretty vibrant already. Let's do a neutral color on top. So making sure my 700 is very sharp. And then let's start on the right. And look at the direction of the hairs. That's super important. I'm not pushing too much because I don't want the hairs to be too opaque right now. Keep in mind that the fur is very short, so I'm drawing very short hairs towards the center of the nose, and then going down. And then we can also make some of these light hairs overlap the nose, or almost overlap it. And on the lighter parts, I add some more hairs, and the darker parts I skip, or I just add a few. I just take it nice and slowly. Okay, so for the sides of the nose, I do want to switch to the 681 as it's a little bit darker. And I want to leave the edge of the nose a little darker as well. So let's get that nice and sharp. This is a really nice pinkish salmon-y color. That works well with these colors that we just added as well. Okay, so this bridge of the nose, it definitely takes some patience. But as it's the center of the drawing, it is quite an important part. So I want to make sure that it doesn't look rushed. And from now on, I also don't want to do any blending to the nose anymore, because otherwise you'll just fade out all the details. So that's enough for all the light hairs. Want to go back in now and just add some more detail. Go over these scratches one more time. Little bit of black around the nose. Add some more shadow in between the hairs here and there just by dotting some black, not too much. A little bit more brown in there as well, some more 610. Hype up the shadows. So it can look a little bit rough, that's no problem, but we do want enough contrast in there. A little bit more 635 as well. So this is just the refining stage. Keep looking at the photo. Okay, and if I feel I want to bring back just a tad of that orange, I just glaze that over super lightly. Okay, so I can really keep working on this forever, adding tiny details. Okay, so I think the final thing I want to do is pull out some hairs with white. Not too many, just around the nose here to make the nose pop a little more. So let's do a little bit of white. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it this way. Sometimes it's good to know when to stop. This is good enough. So let's move on to the rest of the muzzle now. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you have any questions about this drawing, let me know below. And then I will see you in membership if you want to draw along with me from start to finish on this guy. And then I will see you in the next video.